Till that when Winston Churchill sold Chartwell, the family home, to the National Trust, he required that there always be a marmalade cat named Jock in comfortable residence. The trust honored that request. The current occupant is Jock VII, a 6-month-old rescue kitten. The last Jock is still alive and well, loving with one of the house's caretakers. He's just a little blind and old. I knew the part about the cat, s. I did not know that the English called them marmalade cats. NGL, love it? I will immediately begin calling my orange fluffy a marmalade cat. Can a kind Brit explain to a dumb Yank what the National Trust is? I only know it because it's referenced in the Beatles' Happiness is a Warm Gun. Is that one no as big as medium Jock but bigger than wee Jock? Jock of House Churchill, 7th of his name. I'm reading The Splendid and the Vile by the same guy who wrote The Devil in the White City. It's about living through the Blitz. Churchill was such an interesting human being. It's like he was playing a character for the history books. Considering he wrote histories that would make sense, he loved this kind of eccentric behavior. People will be naming new Jocks and passing down the story for generations, and that's just how he wanted it. My name is Jock and this is the most validated I have ever felt. Ah! This is important news. I'm surprised it's only Jock VII, considering how fast cats can breed. It's been a while since Churchill was around. I'd expect Jock 14 by now. I used to work here. The previous Jock was a real dick. Also, Churchill didn't sell Chartwell to the National Trust. He was terrible with money, so a group of his friends purchased the house from him and allowed him to remain in it for the rest of his life on the condition it went to the NT when he died. I bet the next Jock will be overweight and will have many partners. I never knew the name for that color variation was marmalade. That's adorable. Wasn't Churchill born in Blenheim Palace? Imagine the valuation on that, yikes. I'm glad they adopted/saved the rescue kitten instead of having some purebred line or something occupying the role, smiley. That's cute. My mum has a rescue cat named Winston after Winston Churchill. It turned out to be a female after its gender was mistaken, but is still called Winston and very much loved. Till what a marmalade cat is and that I have one. Man, his relationship with Dundee really made a mark. That is really cool. My name is Jock. I love that it's a rescue. Hemingway's home in Key West is the same. A museum now, but it still has a dozen cats. Many of the descendants of his cats also has 5 toes like some of Hemingway's cats. I worked for the National Trust in the early mid-90s at Haywood House. Before the operations there were moved to Swindon. In the first office by the entrance, there used to live an office cat. It slept in the filing tray if I remember. Perhaps cats and the National Trust are a bigger thing. We should all support the National Trust. At the beginning of COVID it was super heartwarming to read this gesture from them. At this time of everything closing, the National Trust have agreed to remove all pay barriers from National Trust parks and gardens. This is in response to do what we can for everyone at this time to support social distancing and the need to be outside in nature for our own mental well-being. It will mean that all the grounds behind pay barriers will now be open for everyone. In addition, all car parking chargers will be removed. You can enjoy the open space and keep your social distance as per the government advice. This is so awesome, I knew none of it, so this was a great find before bed. Jock, 7th of his name, Lord of Chartwell. Long may he reign. This is the type of news I need in my life. Thanks. This is the kind of news I need in 2020. Smiling face with heart eyes. That website really needs some pages dedicated to Jock IV, because seeing just Jock 6 and Jock 7 is a disappointment after seeing this title. And I bet they're always a happy marmalade too. Chartwell is well worth visiting if you're in Kent. The house and grounds are beautiful and they have loads of amazing artifacts there, lots of Churchill's paintings, a tea set once owned by Napoleon, Churchill's Nobel Prize, the only Monet owned by the National Trust. Lots of the rooms are exactly as Churchill left them. It's a fascinating place. Winston Churchill was one of the most awesome and amazing men that ever lived. Oh, that perfect little gentleman's mustache on Jock 6, https://www. National Trust. Org. UK/Chartwell/features/Jock VI of Chartwell. Cool. Orange, you a lucky cat now. That's a nice cat. I've got a little pocket book all about the various cats of the National Trust. I love it. Beaming face with smiling eyes. Just down the road from me, seen this handsome fellow a few times. TIL that my cat O'Malley is a marmalade cat, smiling cat face with hard eyes. r/madlads. What happens if the house is left jockless? Does the ghost of Winston Churchill come back to reclaim the property? Just told my orange tabby that he's a marmalade cat. I got the side eye stare. He's left my lap and is cleaning his unmentionables now. Still cool. Maybe I should call him Marmy. I wish my family had a home they could have passed down to me. I just bought one for 400k. Why is this so wholesome? Pleading face, pleading face. Churchill loved his cats. I just learned that when he became Prime Minister, he insisted on bringing Nelson, the cat who was kept at the Admiralty House to catch mice, with him to Downing Street, where the PM lives, because he'd gotten attached. He also made his driver turn around during an air raid and drive 10 miles back into the bombing when he realized they forgot to take Nelson with them when they evacuated. I love this quirkiness of the British. Is marmalade the Brit equivalent if orange or champagne tabby? How long before Jock becomes a symbol of white supremacy that needs to be purged? He probably dictated the name Jacques, but now we have this embarrassing snafu because his assistant couldn't spell it. You know, maybe Churchill wasn't all that bad. Oh, so Winston is welcome on Reddit again? I thought we wanted his statue torn down. Tisk tisk tisk. I can never keep up. Wish you fucking idiots could make up your mind. This is great. Best thing I've seen this week. Obligatory AWV. I went there a couple weeks ago. Till that orange cats are called marmalade cats. I own an orange cat, so this is groundbreaking. Cute kitty is now a big cat from the comments and article. Doesn't Hemingway have something to do with cats in his will as well? But what if that's really Jock I inhabiting the new kitten through some dark ritual? The world may never know. News at 11. I'm not sure anything could be more adorable. Marmalade cat, the friendliest kind. That's such an odd stipulation. My wife used to work there. The cat lives with someone on site and essentially got its own desk. My wife, however, had to hot desk. I'm actually scared to think about what would happen after Jock 9. I find it interesting that seemingly all cats with that particular color of fur have pink noses. I can always count on Reddit to remind me that cats are not an endangered species. I read marmalade as marbled and thought people kept knocking it over. Finally, some good fucking news. That's actually pretty wholesome. I'm visiting Chartwell today, and this post was top of my Reddit feed. Coincidence? T is the spirit of Churchill in said cat. World leaders keep pets. From now on I'm describing my cats as being in comfortable residence at my house. Lil Jock. This is the till we need. AWV. I had no idea that he liked cats so much. I didn't know what a marmalade cat was, so I assumed this meant a cat made out of marmalade. Can this type of shit be written into a contract when selling a home? Wow, very good blog // After going over a handful of the articles on your site, I really appreciate your technique of writing a blog. I bookmarked it to my bookmark website list and will be checking back in the near future. https://www. Hototo109.com. Aw, what a sentimental old racist he was, man. Jock, going from rescue to the Churchill house? You hit the freaking jackpot. This is awesome. No Bengal cat. Don't get confused with this propaganda. Churchill was a monster who aggravated the Bengal famine, killing millions of people. Deleted. 7 cats for 1 dead guy? It's 1 cat has 7 lives, not 7 cats per human life.